Hi, let's fix some stuff. The first thing we'll try to fix is this scuff controller. We don't normally fix controllers, but these are expensive, so we'll try. The issue is this bumper doesn't press. So inside, most definitely, this is the issue. That little clicker there is broken. So we can't get the replacement part, but these are kind of like mouse clickers. My thought is, this is just a switch with two wires. I could replace it with any switch in theory. What if I took the clicker out of this? Yeah, this is what the clicker looks like. There's no way it's gonna fit. Oh well, it was worth a shot. I'm gonna call it quits on this. No charge to the customer. And Scuff really should offer replacement parts, but they probably want you to send it in for a paid repair, I'm assuming. Next, we'll replace the battery on this Fitbit Charge 5. I was just about to put it back together and I noticed there's a lot of corrosion on those contacts. Look at that. I'm gonna clean that up. Better than it was. Next up is my favorite broken laptop hinge. So this laptop's worse than I thought. This fell out. There's damage here. And then the main issue that we knew about is this hinge is broken right off. So you can see that these screws were what was holding the hinge onto the screen and they just broke right off. This is where they actually screw in. Now you can attempt to glue these back on, but I find it doesn't really hold strong. So I have a secret method that I use to fix these crappy laptop hinges. Do not try this at home. PC case fan screws going in. Pure craftsmanship right here. You can see a bunch of these little studs that the screen actually screws onto on the base of the laptop also broke off. I'm gonna try just super gluing those back on and hope they hold. So I'm convinced all these will hold because these screws are here, but unfortunately on this side, I just cannot get this glued down securely. I think we're gonna have to go for a double dip here because all these screws have snapped off and they cannot be glued back on. It's just too weak. I think I'm gonna have to drill in from the top of the lid here and do a little double whammy, have a screw coming in from here. Here goes nothing. Fitbit still doesn't turn on, so I'm gonna try replacing the screen. The part costs $12, we just have to wait for it to ship. Hopefully when that arrives with the new battery, this thing will be fully refurbished and functional. So we're gonna have to stay tuned on that one. This is an iPad that we're going to refurbish. We own this. A customer traded it in for an iPad 9th gen. I think this is an old iPad 5th gen with a broken screen. We're gonna give it a new glass digitizer and a new battery. Okay, we took the screen off, got all the little bits of glass off. Now it's time to take out the battery. Okay, the original battery's out. I used a little plastic spatula there to make a little gap because it has a little rivet it has to go on top of. So this gives you some space to slide in the new connector. Now we're going to turn it on and make sure it's all working before we adhere it. Okay, the home button isn't working, so I'm going to try reseating it. The home button's still not working, so I'm going to have to try replacing it. I've doused the replacement home button in glue and put a weight on it, and I'm just gonna let it dry in hopes that it stays on nice and sturdy. Okay, we have a working home button. Time to seal it up. Fully refurbed iPad. Last job of the day, I'm going to be trying to repair this iPhone 8 Plus. This is one that I got as a trade-in for the store. It has a lot of issues. It needs a new back glass. It needs a new battery. I suspect it's swelling, which is what caused the glass to pop. As well as on the screen, there's some white marks. So I'm gonna see if replacing the swollen battery fixes the screen. If not, we're gonna replace everything. Now, unfortunately, the bright spots still remain on the phone, so I'm gonna have to replace the screen as well. Here I have the top portion of the iPhone internals disassembled for assembly in the new housing. Look at all these parts. Let's see if I can put it back together exactly how I took it apart. Okay, here it is, folks. All of the guts laid out before reassembly. Can I put it back together how I took it apart? There's only one way to find out. Testing time. Moment of truth. I'm not getting any signs of life. Oh, okay, it's on. Alright, here it is, fully rebuilt. It took a long time. I'll just do a little bit more testing, and then that's a fully refurbished iPhone. Okay, everything works. One more thing to test. Test phone call. Hello, testing. Fun fact, this iPhone was originally brought into the store because it was left in the freezer, and that's why it had failed. So they ended up buying a new iPhone XR and trading this in.
Have a nice day.